they raised some questions that staff will be looking into. They brought up issues about overtime, and you know, they would like to do away with overtime, but I think they don't understand that if we do that, it could entail closing fire stations and laying off firefighters. You know, and that's the only way that you can do that with and reduce the overtime. So if that's the route that they would like to go down, I think that's you know, they need to know the facts and what does this mean for us. And I think that's one of the issues here is that they need to dig a little bit deeper and look at their do a little bit more research. It's not as simple as what you think. You know, and I think there are ways to reduce it, and we have been doing that. That's been an ongoing process in the city for 3 years. They talked about reducing personnel. We've also been doing that for over 3 years. And as the city manager pointed out, we were one of the first communities to start reducing personnel through early retirement and layoffs. I believe it was in 2008. And many communities haven't done that. Now they're starting to get to that point themselves. From my standpoint, I think the important thing was that people became interested in the budget. I know that we're trying to make this, plead the case here that this is a once-in-a-lifetime situation for us, and we want as much input as we can get, and we want to be fair. The City Council in the next couple of weeks is going to have to take care of the immediate needs of balancing the budget. That's one thing we certainly have to do. But we cannot sacrifice the future of the community, and that concerns me a lot. I think that some of the comments I heard back from the OCTAVE group included selling property and taking the code department apart. And those are things that have been part of our legacy and part of the operations of this city for a long time. The code department is something that many people feel is extremely important to setting standards in this community. You know, I understand the philosophy, I guess, from one person's standpoint. He doesn't want anybody on his property. And there are people that think that way. But if you can imagine why they were put in place in the first place, it would be a huge step backward for us. A lot of people want to go back to the 50s or change Elgin and go back to the 1950s or 60s when life was quote, quote, good and recreate those things. But you have to be careful here. We'll go back to the Stone Age, and we don't want to do that either.